Hi, Denessa. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank
Um,
Thank you for having me. Sorry.
no, of course, you're
I'm so flustered. I just had a cup of coffee right now, so I'm just like ready to go.
kicking in.
Yeah.
So you wrote the play There Are No Sunrises.
Mhm.
Can you tell us a little bit about how you came up with the title for your play and just a little bit about your play?
Yeah, of course. So the title of my play is well, there are no sunrises. Basically, there in the play itself or in the monologue itself, it talks about sunrises and watching them with her father back in San Diego. And basically, the way I came up with that is because I used to love watching sunrises, and it was one of my favorite things to do. Even though you don't really get a good sunrise in California, it's more of a sunset kind of thing that you do. But it's like I knew that sunrises were my favorite thing, especially with my dad, because I loved waking up early to go anywhere with him, and it was usually me who would do it, right? So like my dad would always call me out on it. He's like, "Why are you always the first one up to do things if I ask you?" And I'm just like, "Well, I just like doing things with you." And so I used this experience with my father to be able to convey something. There's a quote by Maya Angelou that says, "There's no great." It goes along the lines of, "There's no greater agony than bearing a story untold," and that's basically what I was feeling those months before I was able to have this opportunity to write down this story as I could and like share it. I didn't think it would get into the New Play Festival, to be honest, but it's there, and I'm proud of it.
That is so beautiful.
Thank you.
Were you able to catch any of the rehearsals of your play?
I was not. I wanted to, but I felt like it wasn't necessary because I trust the director that is handling it, and I trust that he chose the right person to portray it. And just the fact that I feel good about it, like I get these like kind of like feelings about a lot of things, and like I have a good feeling that she's gonna be able to portray it the way I felt when I wrote it.
That's awesome. The energy
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. So with that being said, did you come into any challenges while you were writing your script, or did you?
Mhm. Uh, so yes, I follow the City College Instagram profile on Instagram, obviously, and I remember just scrolling the day before the play was due,
Huh?
and like I remember the post said, "Oh, we have extended the deadline to tomorrow," and I looked at it, and I was like on the phone with my friend too, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, Tanya, you have to remind me that I have to write this tomorrow." And she's like, "Okay," because I was like, "I'm gonna forget, and I don't want to forget. I need to write. I need to write it." And like to the point where like I woke up early the next day, and it was good because it was a Friday. I think it was a Friday. Um, and I spent literally half of the day like just I was in the zone. I had music playing. I was just like to get me in the mood. I was brainstorming all over my journals and everything. I was like, all right, well, how am I going to write this? What am I going to write about? Is it going to be a play? Is it going to be a monologue? Or it's like, what am I going to do? How am I going to portray the story? And I was like, well, I should just write the story the best way I know. And that's like from a first person point of view, from a personal experience and as a monologue, but also being able to attach myself in the way that, it is about me. But at the same time, I know that when someone else reads it, they can most likely put themselves in my shoes as well. And the process was definitely grueling because, you think back to those moments that they may not be traumatic for someone else, but to me they are. And you cope with these things in different ways. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. And, as someone who's very close to their dad, I had several breakdowns throughout the writing process that I always thought to myself, what could I have done to be there? Like, where was I, or what could I have done different? Like, there's so many what ifs that you think about when you're writing these things, and you think about you know, just the whole experience. And it's just like, well, I can't write about what ifs anymore. I have to write about what happened and how I feel about it and how I have to push it out there. Because if I don't say this, if I don't share this, then I'm not going to get anywhere with this pain that I feel right now.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
That, I mean, just putting something so raw and so authentic out there, that, I mean, thank you for that vulnerability. I mean,
Yeah.
just that kind of emotion just it gets me excited because,
Yeah.
you know, you can tell that what the artist is writing is real. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I can't wait to see that. So
Yeah.
you said you are leaving Texas and coming back to San Diego, and
Yes.
this was based on, you know, kind of sunrises or sunset here in San Diego. Are you
Yeah.
excited to get back? Are you anxious or?
I'm really excited. So I don't know why my voice is cracking. Yeah, I'm very excited because like, and I was just talking to my godmom about it like a couple of days ago. She's like, "We're so excited for you to come back, blah, blah, blah." It's like, your mom's really excited for you to come back. And I was like, I'm a thorn in my mom's side. I can't believe she's excited for me to come back, you know? And it's like, my friends are just like ecstatic. They're like, "We can't wait for you to get back. We really, really miss you. We want you back here and everything." And I was like, well, I can't wait to be back. It's like, I know I'm not done necessarily in San Diego. You know, I have a lot of things to learn. Um, but obviously, you know, I don't think I'm meant to stay in San Diego, but I know I have to go back to learn a couple of things before I actually move on from
Yeah,
there. You know, my chapter's not done there yet. I just have to have a quick brief pause for everything that's like happened so far.
absolutely. So that you
Mhm.
regroup and ground yourself.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to be the first thing you'll do? Maybe on a free weekend once you get back.
Free weekend. Oh my gosh. I just want to go to the beach. I just want to go to the beach. I want to sit down. I want to be able to look at the water. That's
Yeah,
something I like. I didn't do it enough. And I didn't do it often when I was in San Diego. But like now that I'm going back and I'm gonna be living by the beach, I'm just gonna walk down and just like sit down and just like listen to the waves because that's the best thing, especially when you're living in like the middle of Texas and it's just plains everywhere. You don't get much. And then in San Diego, you have the beach, you have mountains, you have desert, you know, there's just so much more to offer and everything. And not that I didn't enjoy my experience here, I definitely learned a lot, but it's just like I'm ready to go back home as a different person.
that's awesome. Well, we're excited for you to come back, Denisa.
Um,
I appreciate you being here with us today.
I
Yeah,
appreciate the time that you guys took out to do this.
absolutely. Well, we'll be hearing from you soon. So take care.
Thank you.
Right. Bye.